The Long Island Islander Automatic ISL-135, one of the newest watches in their lineup. This is a red, white, and blue all-Americana race car inspired 70s retro. Very, very cool looking watch. First thing you can see, at least on the outer track, is that checkered flag pattern. And we do see the 60 and 30 at obviously the 12 and the 6 o'clock positions. Kind of like a Speedo in a way. Here, this reminds me at the 9 and 3 o'clock positions. It reminds me of like side vents of a car. All right, and that's all done in stainless steel. Really cool here that you got the date and the day of the week and the date opposite sides of each other. And we're going to show you how that date goes over, just like so. So here we go. Now I know Mark said that, well, first of all, that's pretty impressive. I mean, that's like 11:50, 11:59. It switches over, and then we're going to get the date to switch over. Now, that's not Spanish, all right? So Mark did not do the Spanish this time. And then we're going to go right into the day of the week. So there we go there. And then if you want to change the date on the fly, you're just going to click it out to one position, the first position, just like that. Going downward, or I would say counterclockwise, you're going to change the date function. And then if you go upwards or clockwise, we're going to change the day of the week, just like so. And notice the hour hand, it does a little dance. Check that out, see? It does a little dance when we go through that. Pretty neat little quirk there. Didn't notice that until now. That's perfectly fine, guys, by the way. Hacking function. This is self-winding as well. Take a listen to that. That is the sound of an NH36 movement. And of course, when we turn it to the back, we do have the self-winding as well. You wear this on your wrist for, every day. You're never going to have to wind this. This thing will stay powered. And not a bad looking movement from Seiko. Nothing fancy, but again, it's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. So there you go there. We do have Islander there. We got the logo, sapphire crystal. This is 100 meters of water resistance. Sapphire is anti-reflective underneath. You do get a bit of a blue hue, as you can see here. And it is boxed, and you have that distortion there as well. Very, very nice. You've got the Islander logo with the typical coin edge. We do get a screw down crown. Just put a little pressure and it goes in without an issue. We do get BGW9 luminescence. Let's take a look at a lume shot here, and I'm going to give you guys a progression here because it does die out within the half hour. Not a diver, so not a big deal, but just want to give you guys a heads up on that. We're going to take a really close look at the dial. And as you can see on the inner ring in the red and the blue, we've got that 24-hour clock here. And we get this double zeros as opposed to 24 at the 12. Interesting there. And again, it's going to that whole race car theme. Also, you'll notice 21.6. Now that is the beats per hour, as you can see right next to there. We're going to put this on the time graph, and I'm going to show you exactly what we have here. As you can see, it is 21,600 beats per hour. And this thing's keeping really good time, guys. Very, very impressive. Mark definitely has this one dialed in to even above the specs of what a Seiko would actually perform at. So nice little extra touch for you guys there. I did mention that checker pattern outer chapter ring here for just the seconds there. And then also we take a look at the minute hand here. I'm sorry, the minute markers. And it's got a very interesting look. They're actually all applied, as you can see, all done in the stainless steel chrome. The 60 and the 30 are also applied, and as you could see, that you did see, they're actually filled with Super-LumiNova. Mark has a way of hiding the Super-LumiNova because When you look at this, you're like, well, where is the Super-LumiNova? Because everything looks white. But when you turn the lights off, you get a lot of glow. And I wasn't even expecting glow within these, I call these the vents. Very, very cool, I must say. I mean, you can see a little bit of like an exit, maybe for like an exhaust even. I don't know, but it definitely has that race car theme to it. Very, very cool. And then we have brushing around the bezel. We have polishing and my fingerprints all over the case here. My apologies. And then we also have what would look like, again, when you look at an automobile, there's always that crease, you know, that streamline. And I noticed that here because typically with a case, you usually have it flat. This one here gives you a little bit of a streamline, just like the side profile of a car. Maybe that would even be a better look there, yeah, you know, so pretty cool there. Nice detail. Now this leather strap, you get this rally style strap with the perforation leather. You got the Islander logo with the polished clasp, but this thing is extremely soft and pliable right out of the box. And again, it just goes along with that whole race car theme. Very, very nice touch. And also, you get this blue hands. I'm sorry about going back and forth here, but I just noticed that in the light when you have that pop, you notice how blue those hands are. You've got the blue handset, including that second hand is blued as well. I don't think it's heat treated. It looks like it is painted, but it still looks nice. And of course, this is genuine leather, guys. So no quick deployment here. Not a big deal. You also don't get the drilled lugs either, so you're going to need a tool to get that out, such as the one I have, wrong end, the one I have here. This one, actually, I could use a new one here because this one is a little bit mangled, but you guys, there you go. See how mangled that is? But you get the idea. So you're going to need one of those. Mark typically provides a screwdriver, but you're not going to need it here because we don't have a bracelet. I believe he gives you the option, though, to have an oyster bracelet with this one, which is going to cost a little bit more. Retail price on these on his website is $199. That seems to be the magic number for a lot of his watches, which, quite frankly, is pretty much a steal for a watch of this caliber with the materials that you're getting, because you're getting, you know, you're getting the 316 stainless steel, you're getting a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, which you don't typically get in this price point. You're also getting that NH36, but not just the NH36, but it's tuned in. As you saw on the time graph, it was like +2, if I'm not mistaken. Very, very, I mean, look, COSC certified watches are within that spec. Obviously, this is not COSC certified, but I mean, to be within +2 is... It's definitely hanging with the big boys. So